Good evening, all of you. So lovely to see all of you here gathered for this special book launch event for Sujata. Uh, I have known Sujata for about 40 years or so. Please, Sujata must know this. I have not only been an ardent admirer of hers, but actually been in awe of her and all her achievements. Yeah, going back some years, I still remember we used to call her the go-getter Sujata, who used to be running around managing this very successful business of hers, jet setting from one city to the other, making sure her business is taken care of and everything is running smoothly. And we used to just wonder how she does it. And it came, I think it was, I don't remember the year, but she was called Sukha popularly. So if you wanted to have anything to do with career guidance, personality development, competitive exams, you just heard go to Sukha's because she had become a household name then. And then I think when your business was absolutely at its peak and really flourishing, so you decided to quit. All of us just wondered why. We thought maybe she wants to take a break, maybe a bit of relaxation. No, after all, it takes its toll on you, all that running around. But no, little did we realize that now she was nursing another new idea. And this time, it was the writing of a book. Sujata, what took you into writing? Was it some author that you had read, or was it some other reading you had done? Because even the subject matter of this book, it's serious stuff. You would have needed a lot of research and state work before you actually got down to writing. We, all of us here, would love to hear your journey as an author, the discipline you must have put yourself through, the challenges you would have faced. So why don't, before we get into the book,
Okay, so this is home ground. Yeah, so I was always very ambitious, and ambition is coupled with hard work. You are going to be successful, and that's a key to success. And with the capabilities, you have them, you just have to have the right mix, and you become successful. So that happened with me. And the excitement of entrepreneurship, I cannot define it. It's challenging. We're going up and up and up. We're working very hard. It's amazing. The feeling of success is amazing. So I definitely enjoyed it. But over a period of time, you see, if you're working so much and so hard, and you're on the go all the time, it's like running on a treadmill. I definitely felt the quality of life had started suffering. Now, some of you were my friends, you know what had happened to my health at that time. I really have worked my health back in the last 10 years. So, definitely, I think I suffered from a case of burnout. Quality of life had suffered. So, I guess the step was next, it was very obvious. Priyam was with me in those days. Okay? And we were really, really riding, and suddenly, yes, everybody wondered what happened. But see, I had come to a point that either I had to look after myself or I had to look after the business. So it was an obvious thing that I quit. And the first few years of quitting, I was actually quite happy. Okay, I went through my 2 surgeries during that time, which were very necessary, which were getting put off for a very long time. But there was no time for it earlier, so I kept neglecting things. And I really enjoyed the first couple of years. I rested, I lazed around, I watched TV serials, I watched Big Boss. I mean, I did all the shady things possible. I really enjoyed it. And after some time, I became that person which I was not. Okay, maybe 2 years, 3 years, and then one day I was just, and literally it was one day. Okay, it was a single day realization. What am I doing? I should do something. Okay, but I didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do. So I just started picking up some spiritual books and all just to get focus. When you're used to so much and then suddenly you've given up, you need to refine your focus. I remember Vipin had asked me once when I was in the business and I said, I'm really tired. Vipin said, what stops you from quitting? Do you remember that? Yes, Vipin had asked me that question. So yeah, just I just remembered Vipin saying that. So anyway, so this was the whole story, and I was trying to find focus. I started reading some spiritual stuff and all that, and somehow I stumbled on the Gita. I read it. Some things I understood. Most of the things I did not understand. Okay, and then I said I need to understand more. So then I did supportive reading. What is this? What is that? I have Anjali here. She was working with me in Career Forum, one of my oldest employees, and she knows the Gita by heart. She said, "Ma'am, you start doing the, you know." So I can say that she is my. She made me that guru who made me read it in Sanskrit. Okay? But I couldn't complete the reading in Sanskrit, though. I continued reading the Gita in English. That is my language of comfort. I have restarted reading it with her again. But yeah, so I read, and reading Gita is a process. I mean, every time you read something new, you learn. So I read and reread, and I kept reading and finding explanations here and there. This I have not understood. I should know more. I kept reading it again. I read and reread it till I was absolutely thorough with it. Okay. Meanwhile, I was reading a lot of other spiritual stuff and all. And see, I am in the habit of taking notes. I'm a big note taker. So whenever I read something and it's difficult, like Sri Aurobindo, try to read it. It is such abstruse English, so difficult, sentences are so long, and then one thing goes into another. But it's amazing writer, amazing thought flow. So I have to simplify things. So I take notes, I write, I simplify. And 10 years just passed, I had notes and notes and notes. So August this year, I thought, what do I do with all these notes that I have? Also, I had a realization that when I started my journey, so to say, initially it was very haphazard, but then it was disciplined, the morning hours and so on and so forth. Because I got interested in it more and more. So I spent more time with it, but I realized how little I knew about my own faith Hinduism. All I knew is whatever we do, puja, right, festivals, you know. But the amazing amounts of philosophy, the wisdom in so much of our literature, what is the core metaphysics of the religion, I came to know because of that. And I had these notes. So I said, and I realized that many people around me also did not really know much about all these things. What is the basis of our, now we call it religion, but what is the basis of our, what is it that our, let's say, dharma stands on? Because dharma equal to religion is basically flawed. It's a flawed idea. Dharma is not religion. But in any case, I realized that a number of people did not know, and I thought I should put my notes to use. So last August 2023, I decided I will start writing something, compiling a book, and then as it progressed, I felt yes, this is something that I can give people, and I set my target as getting the published before my 60th birthday. So that was the target in mind. So this March I turned 60. I had my book published before that. That was the whole process of writing the book. And the authors who inspired me, they're thinkers, philosophers. Inspiration to write the book is one thing. The inspiration to read 10 years of reading, that is the more important thing. This was easy. So it was not so challenging to write the book because I had a lot of stuff ready. I had to structure it, write it in a manner which was easy to read. But it was not a challenge to write the book. What was challenging was 10 years of trying to understand things which are quite difficult to understand. That's the whole thing.